I was never meant to speak this story. Not like this. Not tonight. But silence broke inside her chest, and even the walls heard her breathing pain. She did not scream. She did not beg. She only looked, and slowly broke. A palace once felt like heaven. Now every corner echoes abandonment. She walked those halls with quiet grace. Now footsteps fade without a place. Memories stayed where she once smiled, but love turned distant, cold and wild. She was the wife, the chosen one, the mother holding his rising sun. Yet fate can shift without a sound, and hearts get lost while still around. He asked her leave. No anger shown, just silent distance in his tone. No war was fought, no words were loud, but silence itself was far too proud. She packed her dreams inside her soul, not just belongings, but a broken role. A mansion waits, but feels so strange, because love is something walls can't change. Children beside her, eyes full of trust, while she hides pain, because she must. A mother first, before her tears. She swallowed storms, and buried fears. And somewhere far, another heart remained in silence, torn apart. She never spoke, she never showed, but quiet suffering deeply flowed. Love doesn't shout, it sometimes hides behind closed lips, where pain resides. December came, a sacred day, a nation's pride. In bright display, she held a hope inside her hand, to walk beside him, just as planned. One simple wish, no grand demand, just stand together, hand in hand. But hope collapsed without a fight when he refused. That painful night, no explanation, no soft excuse, just quiet distance, cold misuse. Among the crowd, she stood alone, while love turned stranger from what she'd known. He did not look, he did not care, as if her presence wasn't there. No glance was shared, no words were said, but silence screamed inside her head. And when it ended, no concern, no single moment of return. That was the night her heart gave in, not to defeat, but deep within. She chose not words, she chose her art, to let the ink speak for her heart. Because some pain cannot be told, it must be written. Soft and bold, she wrote to God, not to the world, where silent prayers are gently hurled. My heart is yours. You understand what I cannot, and what I planned. When fear consumes, and thoughts collide, you see the tears I try to hide. When he goes silent, I fall apart, imagining shadows inside his heart. Is he with her? Does she now stay where I once lived, in yesterday? But still I trust your unseen plan, because you guide the heart of man. If love was written by your hand, then even pain I'll understand. She questioned love, yet held belief that even sorrow has its relief. She wanted truth, clear and defined, not shared affection, not undefined. Draw me a line beneath his words, so love feels real, not just unheard. Let me be sure, let me be known, not just a place he once had owned. Because love divided cuts too deep, it wakes the soul from fragile sleep. She feared the day a choice is made, where one is light and one must fade. So she prayed soft, before too late, give me his love. Before that fate, she saw the world, the silent stage, where love performs in subtle rage. Another heart may fight and show, while she stayed calm and loved him slow. No grand display, no desperate art, just quiet truth. From loyal heart, I reached the shore, without the show, without the need to loudly glow. I did not act, I did not chase, I simply loved, with silent grace. And maybe that was her mistake. In a world where hearts can fake, because sometimes noise gets more attention than quiet love, with pure intention. But still she stood in who she was, not changing self, just because. And even now, through all the pain, her love remains, though not the same. It's softer now, yet deeply real. A wounded heart that still can feel. She lost a place, she lost his gaze, but not her worth, not her ways. Because true love does not compete, it simply waits, calm and complete. And even broken, she believes what God decides, her heart receives. And somewhere still, between her breaths, his name was living, soft as death, not fully gone, not fully near, just like a shadow, made of fear. She tried forgetting, but hearts don't learn how to unlove what once did burn, because some souls, once intertwined, remain forever in the mind. She sat alone beside the night, where memories whispered without light. The moon had seen her silent cries, reflected truth inside her eyes. No audience, no need to show, just broken pieces. She won't let go. She held his voice inside her chest, like something sacred, once called blessed. But now those words feel far away, like echoes lost in yesterday. She asked herself a painful truth. Was I his forever? Or just his youth? Was I the love he chose to keep? Or just a promise he couldn't keep? Questions circled without an end, where love and doubt no longer blend. Yet still her faith refused to fall. She held on to God through it all. Ya Allah, guide what I can't see. If he's not mine, then set me free. But if my name is in his fate, then heal this love before too late. Her hands would rise, but voice would shake, because some prayers are hard to make. She didn't ask for perfect days, just honest love in simple ways. No throne required, no royal claim, just being loved without the game. Meanwhile the world kept moving fast, not knowing hearts that couldn't last. They saw the crown, they saw the fame, but not the tears behind her name. Because pain like this does not go loud. It hides itself behind the proud. And he walked ahead, like nothing changed, while everything in her deranged. Not cruel maybe, not fully cold, just someone distant she once could hold. And that's the kind that hurts the most, when love turns into a living ghost, not gone enough to let you heal, not close enough to truly feel, just somewhere lost between the lines, where broken love still quietly shines. She remembered nights he held her close, when love felt real, not just a pose. Promises spoken, soft and deep, the kind a heart decides to keep. But time revealed what hearts can hide. Even truth can slowly slide. Now every promise feels unclear. Was it love? Or just sincere? She doesn't hate, she doesn't blame, because love itself is not a game. But still it hurts beyond control. When someone leaves, but keeps your soul, she wonders if he feels it too, or if her absence feels like new. Does he recall her quiet care, or has her place been taken there? These thoughts return without consent, like storms that come without intent. But still she stands. She doesn't fall, because her faith outlives it all. She knows her worth beyond his name, beyond the palace, beyond the fame. Because a woman who loves this true is not replaced. She's rare and few, and maybe one day he will see what silent love was meant to be. Not loud affection, not forced display, but something pure that chose to stay. Until that day, she won't pretend. She'll let her heart slowly mend, piece after piece, breath by breath, learning life beyond this death. Because some endings aren't the end. They're where lost souls begin to mend. And even now, through shattered view, she whispers soft, I once loved him, completely true.